Hello everyone, this video is way overdue, but I'm using Incineroar in the Great League. I just decided, you know what, let's show it off today. Very interesting Pokemon, Lucario and Blastoise. That's a cool core, I mean, it's hurting my core. Another thing that's amazing about, sorry, there's a truck going by, about Incineroar is that it resists, well not just, it's neutral to fairy, so it actually can beat a fairy. Because it owns Blastburn, you can just beat a fairy type. I've beaten a couple of them. I've tried them. I've tried Incineroar out a lot of times, but I didn't video any of it. So I come in with my Victory Bell. I'm gonna shield this fearing the Ice Beam, and that would just hurt like crazily. But it's just a Hydro Pump, so I could have actually not shielded that. But now we can literally just farm them down. I'm using Victory Bell again because I had so much fun with it yesterday. And they've got a Doduo. Okay, that's weird. Interesting to be seen. This trainer's using Spice. I actually thought it was a Noctowl, so I was a bit like, ugh. We go for the Acid Spray, grabbing the final shield. I'm not sure why they shielded that. I mean, Acid, you know, Acid Spray is like nothing. Anyway, I'm gonna shield, I shield the Aerialate, but that's fine. Keeping as much health as I can. I could have gone for the Blastburn, to be honest, but I'd go for the Darkness Variant because I didn't know if Blastburn would KO, but looking back at it, I could have just done that. But let's see if it'll be too detrimental. Let's see. We get to the move, and this is good game because it can't take it. And boom, bye-bye Lucario. Into the next one, we lead Incineroar into Ariados. This is, to be honest, this is a pretty good matchup, and I'm gonna swap out anyway. And I swap out, but it lags, and then they come in with a Crawdaunt. So it looks to the trainer like I swap out my Gligar into a Crawdaunt, so it looks like I'm an absolute idiot. Which is sad, because I'm not. I force in the Dig because it'll do a little bit more damage, but even though, yeah, it'll just do a little bit more damage. Even though it's neutral, it'll still do that. Yeah, you know what I mean? Which is funny, I always thought that would have resisted ground, but then I started playing PvP. No, Lantern is still weak to ground, which is quite nice, because I usually build teams that are very, very weak to Lantern, and then I put in Gligar to ground. So yeah, the main core breakers I can see for this team would be, I don't really know what I'm built the core around. It's pretty much Incineroar Gligar core, but I don't really, can't think of any of the top. Well, Wigglytuff with Ice, well no, what's it called, Azumarill, yeah, that thing is a core breaker, but so that's why I'm using Victory Bell, because this thing can farm down basically any water type. And then I'm going to be swapping out, they have Torracat, oh that's cool, they're running the pre-evolution of Incineroar, and we can just go for a Blastburn against this Ariados. Like, it's Blastburn and Snarl. It's a deadly combination. You get to Blastburn so quickly. Like, Blastburn, funny enough, is your bait move. That is your bait move. Not Darkest Lariat, it's Blastburn. And then, which Blastburn does a crap ton of damage. And we win the CP, obviously, it's its evolution. And Darkest Lariat takes out Torracat. Bye-bye. And to the next one. We lead Incineroar into Arcanine. Okay, this is a very good matchup. Their energy is kind of walled unless they're running Wild Charge, which, I mean, it's a very deadly combination, but I'm no shielding this because if they full send the Wild Charge, I mean, that's props on them. They just go for the Psychic Fang. Sorry, there's another truck going by. And I'm just going to keep going for the Darkest Lariat because it is neutral instead of resisted, which is fine. But these Psychic Fangs do add up over time, and I'm going to go for the Darkest Lariat, grabbing a shield, and I'm going to swap out into my Gligar. It's not, Psychic Fangs isn't resisted anymore, but it's not a very good move. I mean, you've seen from my Solgaleo, it's not a very good move, so I'm working on, I want to start working on, you know, putting candies into that big double move it, but they released Shadow Groudon, so that's my attention right now. Anyway, these Psychic Fangs are adding up quite a lot, and I'm going for the Dig, because I was like, ooh, maybe I should go for the Aerialate bait, but no, they wouldn't. Yeah, they don't shield. I was just like, let's full send the Dig. If they don't, whatever. And they come in with Noctowl. Okay, this is also a bit of a core breaker because it kind of does well into all of our Pokemon because, I don't know, but there is ways to work around it because Blastburn is such a powerful move and all their shields are done. And they Okay, I think this is the only reason why I won. Because this opponent was just like... So I can just come in with my Incineroar. We're already a snarl ahead. And it's like so quick to the Blast Burn. Like, I'm gonna shield this because it could be something that does incredible damage. I mean, I know it's recommended moveset is Shadow Ball Sky Attack, but I mean, it could be something crazy. I don't know. Never run Noctowl. I went in the ages of the old dudes, you know, freaking Medicham. I'm in the age of Licky Tongues and, what's it called? Annihilate, Poliwrath, you know, the boring ones. Anyway, I'm gonna shield the Sky Attack because it would definitely KO. I'll be coming in with Milotic. I think that's what it's called. Milotic? I think that's what it's called. But we have a Victory Bell to literally just completely destroy this thing. I mean, they obviously thought, oh, we'll win. Then they saw the Victory Bell. And Surf does a lot of damage, but it is resisted. So it's not gonna KO. Like, you need 4 to take them out. And Leaf Blade is a busted move, so we'll just take them out there. Bye-bye, trainer. Into the next one, Incineroar. Into Scyther. Okay, this is a good matchup. This is a very good matchup. They swap out into a Jellicent. Okay, I mean, it's not a bad matchup, but it's also a very bad matchup because they learn Surf. Fast move-wise, good matchup. Charge move-wise, bad matchup. Well, unless you can land a Dark Stone, because then you win. Surf does nothing. I'm going to overfarm, go for the Acid, because now I could actually, if I want to, one shield farm down. I mean, that's what I love about Acid. You could just one shield farm down. And I do lag, but they do like go through. So I could have, to be honest, went for a Leaf Blade. I'm going to shield this because now I can farm them down. Surf will KO, and now I can just farm them down because Astonish is not that busted of a move. Goodbye, Jellicent. And they're bringing back in that Scyther. So I'm gonna be forced to throw an Acid to do anything, and also debuff. Because Leaf Blade will do nothing. It's like triple resisted. So I'm gonna swap back out into my Gligar. And now these wing attacks are chunking on the Scyther. I mean, this Scyther is doing nothing. And they will probably be running, they'll be running Ice Slash. It's like the only move that this thing can learn that's good. Well, it could learn Trailblaze, but then it gives it a very, very bad matchup to a Flyer. And they're fishing for a boost because they keep going. And that wasn't a CMP, which, I mean, I understand. Gligar's bulky, it's not attack weighted. Gliscor's the other way around. Well, it's fairly bulky, but I don't want to evolve mine. And they'll be coming in with their own Gligar. Now, I overfarmed by one wing attack. Sadly, I throw on alignment. I tried to go full good at timing, I throw on alignment. So, stupid. I'm still trying to learn that. I mean, I'm still trying to get that right, but it's quite hard. Try to go again, still don't. Well, I think that was bad timing, I'm not sure. I keep trying to, but it's very hard. So I'm going to swap out into my Victory Bell, and we catch a move. Well, not really catch, it was a turn late. So I'm not really sure. I think they were panicking. Oh my god, they've got a move, so let me just throw a Dig. I mean, Dig is, that was just way too crazy. So I'm going to be able to come in with Incineroar. One shield this because they loaded up on energy. They're loaded. And yeah, it will be the next Dig as well. But now they're energy dry because you can't store 3, and now I will be able to get to the Darkest Land. I could have probably thrown the Blast Burn, or maybe even gone through a catch and just completely, you know, taken them out. I love the animation for Darkest Land. It's such a cool animation, and they just concede the match because they know we'll be able to get some moves on either of our Pokemon. Slowbro! The Galarian Slowbro. This is very cool. Now, we wall them, to be honest, and we're doing super effective. You see, they'll be coming in with a Sylveon. Charms usually do a lot of damage, but they're not. I do go for the Darkest Larian for some reason, just because, I don't know. And luckily they shielded, but like, seriously, I could have just gone for the Blast Burn. It would be less energy. And anyway, now I'm going to be swapping out my Victory Bell, going straight for the Acid, because Leaf Blade's nice, but like, Acid, it's nice. And we grab the final shield because now we can actually just farm them down. I mean, Charm is such a crap energy generator that we can just one shield. It's the Moon Blast. Whoa, why is the screen glitching there? Oh no, my bottom left corner's gone. Okay, can we not realize that? But like, why is that? Like, oh, there we go. Okay, that was weird. Anyway, going for the Leaf Blade against the Slowking. It is resisted, but like, it's still damaged, to be honest. Now, they'll be swapping out into a Sneasel? A Galarian Sneasel? Or Seren Sneasel. I don't know, Sneasel. Anyway, Blast Burn, kaboom. And I will be swapping out getting one wing attack onto my Gligar just because then I'll be able to get to a dig up against this thing. I mean, they should probably just concede the match. There's no win con. I can just shield whatever this is. There's no win con here. Well, unless they got the bait. Yeah, unless they were running Surf. If this thing can even run Surf, I'm not even sure. If they were running Surf and they got the bait and I got the bait wrong, and then they would be able to farm down my Incineroar, but we win, so there's no point in even trying. Anyway, Incineroar into Scalarians, this team was actually very, very good for me. Like, I mean, shockingly good. If you have all three of these Pokemon, I mean, they're pretty cheap, to be honest. Gligar is probably the most expensive because you need a double move it and you need 77,000 candies, and it's not a very common. It's been featured a lot, so yeah, this team is pretty cheap, I would say. I mean, two of the Pokemon are Community Day Pokemon, and Victory Bell happened yesterday, literally yesterday. So the team is very cheap, to be honest. Anyway, I will be shielding the one Discharge because now I can literally just farm them down, will I? No, I'm gonna have to go for the Acid. I was so close, but they would have been able to, sadly. So I'm gonna have to go for the Acid. They shield, and I told you. Oh, they knew it. Okay, but I'm gonna fight for Switch here because I can just shield it, take them out, and they'll be bringing in Azumarill. This is the core breaker I was talking about. You can only really beat it with your Victory Bell because Victory Bell is the only one that can do any meaningful damage. But now we can just catch a move, a boom. Anyway, so yeah, this team is very good. Like, it's a very balanced team. I don't really know anything. I didn't find anything that just hard walled. The only time I lost was because of such bad lag that it didn't let me type. And they're running Jirachi. That is so cool. Jirachi we've got two Pokemon that literally just can destroy Jirachi. But that thing survives a dig pretty well. Wow. And they throw, so that's fine. I mean, we would have been able to get to an Aerodase and they would have to throw, but Ooh, that is a really cool move. Just zooming there. And now we can just farm them down with Snarl. Bye-bye, Jirachi. Toodaloo. And to the next one, Incineroar into Gargantua. This is it's a decent matchup because Blast Burn is a busted move because it's such a cheap energy move, and we're running Snarl. Sadly, we lose CMP, which sucks because now I'm going to have to shield the Discharge because Incineroar is not the bulkiest mon. I want to build one for the Master League because it seems like a very big core breaker. Like, it can beat Mewtwo, it can beat Dialga. It seems to be a very big core breaker. Cantonian Muck. Okay, this is we've got Gligar. Yeah, so I'm just pestering because I've got two good IV ones, but I don't know which one to level 50. I've got the XLs, I've got the Stardust, I don't know which one to level 50. Ugh. But I really do want to do that. It's a cheap Pokemon, you know what I mean? Like, it's these Pokemon that I didn't get the Community Day for, or Pokemon that's really hard to walk, like Zoilus from my video. I actually got a comment on things saying just use Pokemon that you can double move. I know, but I'm kind of running out of them. But the more Community Days I get, the more Pokemon I can show off, which is nice because I'm only really playing consistently now. I mean, I started in 2019, didn't play until 2020, and then I stopped and then started playing again now. So I've only got 2 hundos because I don't know why. I've got 1698, and they this Victory Bell, it's a 98. I know it's not good IVs, but it's the only one that I truly wanted to power up. I was just it's so high a level, let's just use it, man. I don't really want to spend that much. They go for their Acid, I'm going for my Acid, and then I'll be going for another Acid because I've built up to back. At least that's what I believe. No, I'll be swapping out, okay. And we'll be able to get to a Blast Burn. Blast Burn, we'll be taking them out because this is a busted move, and I hope they never ever change it. Or if they do change it, just make it less energy and more damage. Boom. It's busted. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. And if you did, like and subscribe, please. Bye.